Test the prevailing winds by means of the windsock. Then choose the proper terrain and make sure the takeoff is clear of all obstacles.
Engine 2 is out! Goose, I'm losing control. I can't control it.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to this week's edition of Tailspin. This week on our show, we have Christmas.
And New Year's.
And a weekly recap, so tune in. Is that better? Dude, so made like some big strides, I guess. I started going back to the gym.
Yeah.
Swimming. Not lifting because I can't. The doctor was like, yeah, your spine's fucked. Did I tell you about that doctor's visit?
I
went to this Barnes Jewish one.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so I went to...
Because it was like right before Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went to the second doctor. So, no, I told you about that. Where they told me I was going to need the fusion.
Yeah, okay.
It was going to be like a year before. But I have to go get this follow-up MRI still for my doctor that did the first two surgeries. So I was going to get that, and he wanted it on like my lower back and my middle back just to like make sure everything's cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, I tried to schedule it, and the hospital called me, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be $500 after insurance. And I was like, like, no, thank you. I was like, can I just get the lower one? And they said, because the doctor wrote it in as both of them, that the doctor had to
approve
just the lower one.
Yeah.
So I called the doctor's office, and they're like, oh, we're not affiliated with Mercy. Like, we faxed it, so they just entered it in that way, so you can get whichever one you want. So I called them back, and they're like, oh, we don't have anything open. You have to get it after January. So I was like, okay. So then I was thinking about it. I was like, wait, my deductible resets after December.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get it, or after January, so I have to get it before then. So then I called them back and scheduled it for Friday before New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And it was...
Did you get a major surgery done?
Thursday. No. It was just the MRI.
Oh, okay.
And so Friday they were like... Thursday night they call me and they go, you weren't approved yet, so we have to cancel your thing for tomorrow. I was like, what does that mean? And they said, well, your insurance doesn't approve your MRI. I said, why? Like, I've been approved every other time. They said, well, it just hadn't gone through yet, so we had to take up the schedule. If it's approved by tomorrow, we can put you back on. I was like, well, my appointment's at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
You guys don't open until 9 in the morning. How's that going to happen? They're like, well, call your insurance real fast and see if they can approve you. So I said, okay, yeah, insurance real fast. That's not really something that happens.
No, definitely not.
So I called them, and I get a hold of... She said her name's Vanessa. Her name's not Vanessa. It's, Ishkabibble or something ridiculous,
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So anyway,
every insurance company ever.
Yeah, so I started talking to her, and I entered in the wrong number because they give you this automated machine. You have to enter in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I entered the wrong button, so they had to go send me to some other person to read everything off. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I'm going through the whole thing. And the lady is talking to me, and I was like, all right, look. The hospital called me and said, you guys didn't approve my MRI. I need you guys to approve it so I can get it tomorrow. She's like, did you already have the MRI? No.
I need it. I just told you that I need you to approve it.
She's
so
like,
I can
well,
get it done.
We don't approve MRIs. I was like, you do, because the hospital just canceled it because you guys had to approve it. She's like, well, did you already have it? No.
How can I have it without the approval of the insurance?
Yeah, she's like, well, you just go get it. I was like, yeah, if I want to pay $1 million. And Emily's like sitting there, my girlfriend, and she's like, Ryan, like, be nice. They're not gonna help you if you're not nice. I was like, I'm getting pissed. Like, I can't keep speaking in circles. So she's like, what plan do you have? And I told her, and she's like, well, yeah, you don't need approval for that plan. I was like, all right, well, either you're wrong or the people are wrong, but I'm pretty sure the people aren't wrong because they would just be throwing me under machines to get my money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's like, well, let me check. And so she checks, and that took 10 minutes on hold with the most annoying hold music in the world.
I gotta hold.
So anyway, she answers it, and she goes, Ryan, did you already have the MRI? no, Jesus Christ. So I was like, okay. She's like, well, with the plantar you have. I was like, what? She's like, the plantar. And I was like,
what?
The plantar? The fuck is that? And she's like,
Some kind of work?
The plantar. I was like, put my phone down. I was like, Emily, plantar, you got that? She's like, plan type? I was like, plan type? She's like, yes, plantar. I was like,
good.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So,
thank you, Vanessa.
so I was like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm pretty sure we're missing on the language barrier here, but let me walk you through this. I was like, doctor wrote a prescription, gave it to me to call the hospital to set up the appointment. The hospital then called me and told me that you guys did not approve whatever it was in time.
Yeah. She's
like, oh, well, we pay 80% of whatever it is and you pay the other 20. I was like, I am well aware. It costs $117 every time I do this. They said it was denied this time. I'm asking why. She was like, well, it doesn't have to be approved.
Oh my God.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, well, can you give me your name so that next time I call, which will be in 2 minutes when they tell me that I have to call again, I can get a hold of you? She's like, oh, well, we're like a third party. So
thank you, I know. Like, I would never have guessed that you're a third party.
That you'll have to get back to. I can give you some routing number to maybe get a hold of me again. So I write out some long 9,000 digit number to maybe get back a hold of her.
Country code, area code.
Right. So
Yeah.
then I call back the hospital, who closes now. So I get a hold of the head honcho lady or whatever, and I was like, look, I talked to Vanessa, whose name was clearly not Vanessa, and she told me that I don't need approval. And she's like, I don't know why the hell they tell you that. They clearly do. She's like, we send this thing out, it goes through another third party that then goes to Cigna, who's my insurance, that then they have to say approved, that then goes back to them. It's not like an approval, like, yes, you can get it, but it's like they run the numbers through a machine.
Yeah, like, okay, this is accounted for, approved,
right,
you can
like
get
you
this.
You have insurance is essentially what it is. And I was like, okay, well, I need this by tomorrow. And she's like, you were the 10th person to call me with this. And she's like, this always happens at the end of the year. And I was like, oh. So I was like, what you're telling me is that I'm trying to be boned, so I have to pay the deductible again.
Yep.
At the end of the year, because it's about to be the weekend and none of this shit runs. And she's like, basically. And I was like, and this happens every year. And she goes, every year. So I was like, awesome.
What a scam, man.
So I get called the next day, and I get a phone call that says your insurance has been approved. So it's that Friday. So I'm excited. So I was like, all right, cool.
All right, yeah, good deal.
So I get calling back, and I called the hospital back, and they're like, oh yeah, Ryan, blah blah blah, your insurance has been approved, but they said that you can't get your MRI scheduled till the first of the year. I was like, son of a bitch.
You gotta be kidding me.
So the whole reason I didn't get the MRI done was because it was gonna be $500 for both of them. So I scheduled it again, so it was only one of them for $117. So now I have to get it at the first of the year for just the one that's $117 plus a $400 deductible. So I'm back to the $500 I tried to avoid.
Oh my God, man. So if you would have just got the two done, you would have made it in time?
I would have made it in time. It would have been $500, but it's the same amount of bucks.
Yeah,
and
either
I would
way.
have had my whole back versus just a section of my back.
Dude, that's our life, though. Like,
yeah,
summed up.
I mean, at that point, I was just kind of like,
great.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I ended up selling, like, I returned 90% of my family's Christmas presents so I could pay my bills.
Oh my
God. I don't know. It just sucks. I got a call back from a school district to be a substitute teacher.
That's
so
cool.
I got to go through all the steps to get my substitute license, which is $200.
Oh, perfect.
So I was pretty stoked about that, but as long as I get that done soon.
What all do you have to do to get a substitute license?
You basically have to pay the state.
And then they're like, okay, yeah, you have money, you can be a substitute.
Yeah, and then you have to pay to get your transcripts sent over to say that you have a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
And that's it.
So you just need a bachelor's degree to be a substitute.
Yeah, and then you have to pay the state $200.
Cool. Still can't do that, but
that's it though.
That's fantastic.
But it says it takes up to 8 weeks to process, and I was like, that's a really long time. So I called them up, and they're like, yeah, but if the school district wants to hire you, they can send a fast-track notice over to us, and it takes 2 days.
Then
Why
does it take 8 weeks?
I don't know, man. Like, let's just put it. So I'm assuming what it is there's a huge stack of people over here, and then the people that want to be hired, they send a notice, and then it actually gets approved.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people are just paying $200 to the state.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that they get theirs eventually, but if you don't have a job lined up, I'm sure.
Well, let's say after the holidays, so now it's January.
Yeah.
2 months from now, what? February, March. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna work 2 months, April, May, and then.
But then you
make back the $200 that you just. I mean, it's good for 5 years, but like for me, I'm only doing it till I start school again.
No, yeah, but it's still an option that you'll have for later. Let's say that if you're doing medical stuff.
If the rest of my life, like today, doesn't work out the way it's planned, then I can always be a substitute teacher. So.
Or just like a side job,
It's only for the county that you apply to, and then you have to fill out a whole nother one for each county.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad, I guess, that substitute teachers have to apply everywhere, I guess, to make sure that you have $400 running I guess,
around.
yeah, I guess there's really no stipulation as if it's just bachelor's.
They asked me 6 questions. It was like, have you filed your taxes? Have you diddled a child? Have you been caught diddling a child? Have you beat a child? No? All right, cool. Give you $200. You can be a sub.
Bachelor's degree, right?
Yeah. That was it.
Explains a lot,
For a sub, I guess, but like...
No, I'm just like looking back at high school and a lot of the subs that I've had. It explains a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, even like, I don't understand teaching degrees either.
Yeah.
Because I understanding the subject matter. Mm-hmm. Like math teacher, you probably should know how to do the math.
Yeah.
But like, let me put you in a classroom and teach you how to teach something.
They're weird.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's mostly like technology that you can use to teach, most like in classes now.
Right, but I feel like that degree is a cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I talked to my buddy, and his entire semester was how to write a lesson plan.
Yeah.
All right, and that's his senior project, is how to write a lesson plan.
Huh.
Snoozer. Like, I feel like you walk in and go, oh, okay, Monday, do this. Tuesday, do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, rubrics, how hard is that? We had to make rubrics in high school for, like, how should you be graded?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a level of difficulty to it and nuances that I don't fully understand, but I can't imagine that it'd be super hard to do if you went through 4 years of plus of school to learn
Especially
it.
whenever we went through how many years of school and we know what works and know what didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, being hollered at certainly didn't work, but if you took the time to teach the kid, it probably works.
I don't know, man. Kelsey went for early childhood education, and most all of her classes were techniques and like things that helped out in the classroom,
right? And
then just purely like technology that you can use to enhance the learning, but there was no like teach you how to teach classes,
right? You're either good at it or you're not.
Exactly.
So how are you gonna spend 4 years of that? I mean, I understand, like, let's say the new entering in computers just came out, right? And that's going into a school.
Yeah.
I can understand an entire class on this is a computer, this is how you use it, and this is how you teach your kid how to use it. Like, I can understand that class.
Yeah.
But to be like, all right, this is how you teach in front of a class.
No, yeah, I don't think those classes exist.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, public speaking classes, maybe.
Yeah.
To get you kind of over like the nervousness of talking in front of crowds, but
right.
Otherwise, I couldn't imagine anything
worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you said, I feel like you either know how to teach and like talk to children and
play with blocks, or you don't. So
yeah.
You either know the alphabet or you don't know the alphabet.
There's no
A goes with Apple, or you don't.
There's no gray area.
Yeah, I mean, like, you buy those books that are like huge volumes worth of stuff of here's all the teaching aid papers that go along with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure there's some great strategies out there and things that work.
Oh yeah.
But most of it's got to be just such like common sense.
Like, yeah.
Don't hit the kid.
Yeah, for sure. No, I don't know. But hopefully I get that job.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what I'm banking on. I'm trying to find something that's like short term. I got somebody did portraits for.
Oh, yeah.
Offered me to, or asked me to do their wedding.
Oh, cool. Dude.
Yeah, so I kind of like pooped my pants at first because I was like, I've never shot a wedding.
But that's expensive.
I've shot like events and stuff,
Uh-huh.
but I never shot like a wedding.
Yeah,
and that scares me because like it's like
you need to get a few of those shots.
I have to get all of those shots because I was like, you know, you miss the first kiss and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I was like, look, I really want to do it. I love to do your wedding. Let me consult some people that I know that do them all the time to make sure that like
We can.
this is in my wheelhouse because I don't want
Yeah.
to like say, oh yeah, absolutely, and then like fuck up your wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe Cam, I reached out to him. Lucas Johnson, do you remember him? He played in Wrestled a Bear once. Played guitar for them.
I didn't know that he played that in that band.
Yeah.
Huh.
Play guitar. But
Oh. When bears attack?
yeah. Sorry.
I was like, I wrestled a bear once.
Bears attacking and wrestling. And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
one of the.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Yes,
Because the other
sorry.
one was a pretty popular band. And I was
One
like,
of them
oh my
was
God.
signed. One of them was around Collinsville.
Yeah,
Yeah, that guy.
I gotcha.
He shoots weddings a lot. I asked him, and then I posted on like St. Louis photographers for him.
Mm-hmm.
And one dude was a smart ass. He's like, "Oh, you should shoot a bunch of weddings first before taking one." I was like, "Yeah, fucker. I'm sure that you didn't shoot your first wedding before you took someone else's wedding. Like you
Yeah.
have to start somewhere. It's like saying, well, you should practice taking portraits before you take portraits."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, how do you skateboard? Oh, well, you skateboard before you skateboard. You know?
yeah.
Like, all right.
You either can skateboard or you can't.
Yeah, like, all right. 'Cause my questions were like, not like how to compose them.
No,
take the
yeah,
shots, but
'cause-
like how much flash can I use? And my question was like, you know, like the wedding ceremony. Like
Mm-hmm.
we went to our friend Amanda's wedding, and we're in the back like chuckling and stuff. But I didn't see a photographer moving and bouncing around.
No.
So my question was like, you know, if they're doing a ceremony, can I move, or do I have to pick a spot and hope to God that I can see everything?
Yeah.
They said move. So
No, definitely.
So I was like, all right, cool. So if I can move around, that's not a big deal. I just don't want to be like bumping my knees into stuff. So I'm trying to find someone to like second shoot with me.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I just throw my camera and say, here, spray everything, and then if I can pull some pictures out. But I'm gonna make a contract up and then tell them I'll get as many pictures to them as I can. But I'm not gonna promise anything because that's what I do with portraits too.
Yeah.
But the portrait side of it, like bride and groom, not worried about that. I'll probably
No,
take
yeah.
that giant strobe that I got, set that up, and make the really cool stuff.
But I mean, that's more like portrait style. You're just gonna set them down, pose for that,
Right.
get it. It's not like a wedding where you have to get that first kiss and you have to.
So like for that, I'm gonna set up and be like, okay, I asked him for times and dates of what stuff's supposed to be. I'm gonna go scout the place out and be like, okay, this is like lit really nice here. You know, if it rains, what the fuck are we gonna do for that? And then like inside shots, like how do I set that up? And Joe said he sets up strobes around the room, so I have enough to do that. But I'm, you know,
You got to set all that up.
right. So I'm just kind of, I'll probably take somebody with me. So I don't know if you'd want to go and toss you a couple $100 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd go.
or, you know, I might take my brother too and have him just spray and pray and you know, see what happens. But it's not till June like 24th or something like that. It's a Saturday, so I'll be in school. But I got to send him a price and send him a contract. But I'm just super excited for it.
Yeah, dude, that's cool. I'd be interested in doing that with you.
Yeah.
I've shot a couple events, but you'd have to walk me through your cameras and everything.
Right.
It's been a while.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems like a really fun time.
Yeah.
I was excited that she asked me to do it. It made me nervous because it's not just like, here, shoot this birthday party.
No, yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, so
But that's a good moneymaker, you know.
yeah,
If
definitely
you
a
do
good moneymaker. And weddings is not where I want to be. And like when you ask a bunch of wedding photographers, they like, it's really competitive. So like, I hate asking people.
advice.
I love asking people advice, and I'd rather people like ask me stuff too if they like it.
Yeah.
Like I've had a couple people ask if they can come and shoot on stuff with me, and I was like, yeah, like come out and help, because I'm helping people with stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how, I mean, obviously you're helping them, but they're probably going to have something that maybe you didn't think of, and
Right.
maybe you could learn from it too. So
Right, and a lot of people see it as like, there's only so many wedding photographers in St. Louis, so you're only gonna, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's like I don't want to do weddings.
No,
'cause-
yeah, but if you do one every now and again, that's
Right.
Nice.
It's money, and 2, portrait is kind of where I want to be, but I don't do Joe Bob seniors and stuff. I do stuff that I like to shoot. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a hobby for me more than it is a profession. So you know, like that one chick who's having me help her with some of that stuff, I'm super excited. You know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know. I think it'll be a fun time.
Definitely.
But
That's awesome. Congrats on like
really,
landing
really
that.
for it.
But so found out that I have a $100 charge on my card from Amazon. Had no idea why. Looked at everything. Eventually found out that it was the exact same price of Amazon Prime.
Really?
Yeah. So somehow I got signed up for Amazon Prime, and I think it's because we bought one thing 2 months ago, and I like accepted I think I got like a 30-day trial or something to order this.
And you forgot to cancel it?
I guess. I have no idea. I don't even remember like signing up for it or anything. I think it was like faster shipping with Prime, and I was like,
oh yeah, please.
yeah, sure, why not? And that was the extent of it. And all of a sudden I have a $100 charge. So my phone's dying, so I go through Kelsey's phone, go through this terrible like website customer service thing to fill it out, and they have something where they'll call you. So you fill out what's going on, type in your number, hit call me now, and sit by your phone and wait
all day long.
Well, they got back to me in like 5 minutes, which was cool. But I'm like, it's like, what's the name on the account? And I'm like, Michael Assismelly. And they're like, no, that's not the name. And I'm like, what do you mean that's not the name? I'm like,
that's my name.
Yeah, that's my name. They're like, no, that's not what we have. And I'm like, Gina Assismelly? And they're like, no, that's not quite it either. And I'm like,
Gina Assismelly?
I was like, yeah, that probably would have went right through. I was like, Kelsey Webb? And they're like, yeah, that's the one we have on file. And I'm like,
not quite it.
I'm like, okay.
As in you're close to like,
no,
like you're off a few letters.
I was like, okay, that's the one I guess I was on when I asked for customer service, but do you want the one that I'm calling you about today, or do you want to go through this one? Because I need the account for Michael Assismelly. And they're like, oh, okay. And then it was just silent. It was just silent. There was nothing, man. Like they literally. I'm pretty sure they hung up.
Was that the end of it?
That was the end of it.
So you just screw with his $100 charge on Amazon?
Hello? Is anybody there? Nothing. So.
There's just some lady out there with a satellite phone.
I'm here. It's okay. Yeah, no, it wasn't anything like that.
Awful.
Yeah. Dude, it was just mad. It was bad.
Well, I mean, you might as well use Amazon Prime. Right? You don't have
internet or TV or anything. That's what I said. I was like, I guess... But
might as well make use of ordering stuff. So.
Yeah, I guess. But it's $99 a year.
Well, if you sign up as a student, it's free for 6 months.
Oh. I'm gonna get right on that. Apparently I'm already signed up. You think if I call him and tell him I'm a student, I'll get 6 months free?
You get half your money back.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be excited. Congratulations. I'm not even technically a student right now, so good luck on that working. It's just $100 down the fucking drain.
Mr. Assismelly, are you a student by chance?
Oh, God. No, but I need to get on that too. I need to get back to school.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Jesus.
Dude, just take out loans for the rest of your life.
I might as well. Just die in crippling debt. Just pass that on to any heirs that I might have.
Dude, James. Remember David Wilson?
Yeah.
He's going back to Iraq for. Apparently, there's I don't know if I'm supposed to record this. I don't want to get him in trouble.
Yeah, you already said his name, so.
Yeah, my friend Jim Bob is going back to Iraq.
We'll just beep out his name. It's fine.
I'm gonna forget.
Am I editing this or are you editing this?
Hopefully you, because you remember. Jesus Christ.
We gotta listen to the whole thing to edit it.
Yeah, my friend such and such. I don't. I skip ahead until I cut. where there's things that need cut.
Okay.
But going back to someplace to
It's getting shipped off on a mission for military reasons.
Yeah. James Bond.
My friend Bond, James Bond.
Yeah. I think I heard something through the grapevine.
He mumbled.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly, word for word.
He might have been intoxicated. I don't remember.
Maybe not, though, because he's strictly military.
Yeah, he's very strict. Anyways.
Getting shipped off somewhere.
Yeah, but it's like a civilian thing, so you just stand guard. So it's not like re-enlisting, you just go. Yeah, but it's tech-free, and you make $60,000 a year. I was like, all right, sign me up.
How do I do that?
Yeah.
I'll stand guard, sure.
Yeah, but he may or may not be going soon, but he told me about that, or didn't.
Oh man. Well, now your friend Bond has a hit on him, so
yeah. When he comes back in a box, or doesn't, because
everybody wave to the NSA.
Yeah. This gets taken off iTunes.
Yeah. Terrorist watch list.
Yeah, our Twitter's taken down, which is
weird because it's not even posted yet. Oh man,
our house gets raided.
Yeah.
No, but I ended up seeing James.
Yeah.
So we're friends again.
Not military.
Yeah, not military.
Not the same James Bond that we were talking about.
Different James Bond. No, but he came back in town, so I sent him a text and I was like, "Hey, are we friends anymore? Because if not, it's cool. But if we are, you want to hang out?" So we ended up making amends. That was cool. And went to game night at his parents' house last night. Me and Emily did.
Yeah.
And we played that game where you put the. Have you seen it? Where you put these
things in your mouth, yeah, and you have to try to talk. And
so easy.
Really?
Yeah, they made it. Everybody that told me about it made it sound like it's the
what's the hardest game in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we put it in. It was me, James, and his brother Matt versus the girls, and the girls wouldn't stop cackling. They're like,
I'm sure that was awesome with the things in their mouth too. So.
Well, they wouldn't. Anytime I put mine in, they're like, "Oh, it's true," blah blah. I was like, "Yeah, but we're winning." So yeah. So anyway,
get that right in the face.
We did it was the naughty version.
Oh, good.
So it was Cards Against Humanity cards, essentially, you had to read. So what you have to do is read the thing, and your team has to get it. And we're like, well, how long are you supposed to set the timer for? So we read one, and it took less than 5 seconds. So we're like, well, 10 seconds, I guess. So we went around the table, and as long as you take your time and say the card, you get it like that. So I think our team missed one card out of the entire deck, and their team missed 2 cards out of the entire deck.
Sounds like a really fun game.
It was so stupid. I don't know what you're supposed to do with those things after you're supposed to wash them, I guess. I would just toss mine in the trash. I was like,
no, that game was not worth it.
Yeah,
so.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's just a
We're
novelty.
obviously not getting endorsed by that game. So.
No, yeah. I've never played that game and will not play that game, so it's okay.
It was fun, though. But, once you get over the initial, oh, you look like a jackass, it was not fun anymore. But
I'd rather just play, what was it, Mad Gab?
Sure.
Maybe, no. I don't remember.
Describe it.
It was essentially the same thing, but it had cards, and it was the syllables were all messed up. So it'd be like, I'm a love machine. And you're like, what, and they had to sit there.
Love machine.
Yeah, and they had to sit there and guess it, and it was fun. It was fun.
So you say it without stupid stuff.
Yeah, and you can't tell what it is because of the way that it's written, but you still sound like a jackass.
Essentially, you could play that same game, just a handful of gravel and throw it in your mouth and try and speak.
Yeah, I guess if you want to take a handful of gravel and throw it in your mouth. They got people to put this weird, dental apparatus in their mouth and play games. So I'm sure we could get people to box handful of gravel, just a few cards, and we'll make millions, man.
Hot coal.
You only got 10 seconds though, so you better get it out quick.
They did it in the Bible, so we'll just call it biblical Mad Gab or something.
That'd be hard.
Done.
Yeah, that would be hard. There'd be a nice little niche market for that too.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely.
Sell it at all the Christian stores.
Yeah.
Done.
Easy.
anybody on Twitter who doesn't follow us, because Twitter is the most infuriating thing in the world. At Tailspin_pod, by the way. No, it pisses me off. So you post stuff, right? No one follows you, so you gotta like try and get people to follow you by putting like hashtags in there, but then it annoys the people that do follow you, so then they unfollow you. Yeah, it just like fluctuates up and down. So then I've been reading stuff, so you're supposed to like follow people, and then as they follow you, unfollow them to con people into following you. Yeah.
Dude, I can't play the social media game. Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's so dumb, but the only reason I'm using it is to hopefully get the word out about this podcast.
Which is cool.
But
so please follow us on Twitter if you listen.
Yeah, or just anything. Follow us on SoundCloud or whatever. But
hopefully here soon we're going to get some YouTube videos up so you can actually see us.
Or iTunes even. Just look us up on iTunes.
Yeah. I want to play a show in 2017.
All right. You hear that, all 17 followers?
Yeah. I'm making a New Year's resolution. I'm playing a show.
I think Rob would be down.
Dude,
can we get some more dogs in here? Jesus Christ.
Just two more dogs, just to fill the room to capacity. No, but I really want to play a show 2017. I don't care what it is, by myself, with people, with this water above us, underneath the waterfall. Like, I don't care. Just want to do something. I miss playing.
I do too.
Yeah.
But we can like schedule our time like around doing this stuff. But like, we're broke as fuck. But like, go see a movie, or like, we don't have to do pod and fucking shit. But like, we can kick it and just play it chill, or
I
fucking
know.
bowl or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm open to do whatever. Like, if you're just like, hey,
we're just
hang out.
We're just boring. We don't do anything. We get off work, Kelsey and I.
Dude, I don't fucking care. Like, if you guys get off at 8 and you guys don't fall asleep till 1, you have 8 till 1 that...
Yeah, but you go to sleep at 9.
Dude, I'll make the drive. I don't even care. Like,
yeah, but by 9:30...
What I'm saying is, like, if you're taking into account my feelings, you don't have to. I mean, if, like, you guys just don't want to hang out, that's cool, too.
No, I mean,
you know,
that's not what it is.
Like, you're not hurting my feelings. I'm just saying, like, I try to, like, schedule my stuff around your work schedule. And, like, I know you try to, like, factor in, like, me going to sleep like an old man. And I get that. But I'm just saying, like, I would like to hang out more often, especially now that you're home and stuff. And I understand we both work and stuff. But I'm, like, outside of this.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy getting together, like, once a week or however often we can to do this, or, like, play or jam or whatever we're doing. But,
just
I mean, just to hang out. I mean, even if it's me, you, Emily, and Kelsey, we double date. Or, I mean, even if our double date looks like chilling and watching a movie, like, it doesn't bore me, you know.
No, I get you.
So, I mean, and Kelsey's my friend too, so I mean, unless she just really doesn't like me and that's why she didn't hang out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, yeah, that's
if the orange chicken joke pissed her off, you know what I'm saying?
It didn't piss her off. She didn't think it was as funny.
I imagine.
I told her it was because you listened to the voicemail way too late. She didn't agree, but I swear that's what it was. I thought it was funny.
She didn't agree.
Oh, man.
I told Emily about it, too. She did not laugh. She was like, you did what? And I was like, yeah. I repeated it a bunch of times.
I just said orange chicken.
Until she hopefully answered the phone.
But, I mean, immediately after you hung up the phone with that voicemail, she walks through the door with orange chicken. So, yeah.
No, but that's just what I'm, saying.
No, I know. I just feel like every time we hang out, we always have so much stuff that we want to do.
That's true.
I don't know.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I was like, when we hang out, we generally like to do things.
No, like, you're my go-to guy for, like, doing things.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, you're my project guy.
Yeah.
Because you're up for doing projects.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to be that all the time. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
I don't think of you as, like, I don't
your project guy.
You into that. Like,
no, yeah.
Like, when we jammed with Jeremy or, like, Josh and stuff, like, I would go hang out with Josh, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, we never developed, like, that outside band friendship and that, yeah, we're going to go kick it and have a good time. Or, like, Jeremy, like, we would never go hang out. We were a band.
Yeah.
Mate, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we hung out every now and again, but it was mostly band-oriented stuff.
Right. Like, I don't think of you in that light. Because, like, I could go hang out with you and, like, do whatever.
Because we've played hours and hours of ping pong.
Right, but that's
waiting
what I'm
on
saying.
everybody.
Like, or just like even in school and stuff, like we do whatever and
Yeah.
hang out. And I never thought of you as that kind of person. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
No, yeah.
So like, this is fun, and I don't want to seem like I don't want to come off as, hey, I only want to hang out with you because we do this stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm coming off that way,
No, you're
I want
not.
to apologize. And so New Year's wise, I wanted to make that apparent because I don't think of you in that light.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So,
No, I understand.
and I realize you're busy. I'm just saying that.
And like I just don't want you to take it like personally. Don't think that I don't want to hang out with you, but I literally hang out with no one.
No.
Kelsey and I, we get off work.
No, I know.
When we see
That's
you
been
and we
always,
see
you know?
Stephanie, and that's pretty much it. You know, it's
No, I
just,
know.
yeah,
That's been your
yeah.
kind of game since I've known you, since you moved out of of Highland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean,
I keep a tight group of friends that I know that I can rely on.
right. I mean,
And I
like,
don't-
and you and Kelsey are kind of like an independent entity.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Very like self-reliant. Like you guys don't.
We're comfortable staying at home and
Right.
and just being together and not
Right.
constantly going out and trying to like
Socialize.
yeah. No, that's very true. We don't. I mean, and sometimes it sucks. Like there are times when we're like, man, we really just want to get out of the house, but we have no idea what to do because we've never done anything ever.
Right.
But
No, I mean, like, that was kind of like my realization on New Year's because like we left the symphony. Oh yeah, we went to a symphony on New Year's. It's pretty rad. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But
yeah,
yeah, we like left and called you. Mm-hmm. You're like, I'm just hanging out at a house. I was like, oh okay. And then you guys were going to that party, and I was like, well, who the fuck do I call now? Because like,
I felt so bad, but I knew that if you guys came over within half an hour, Kelsey would have been off, and then you'd be like, all right, man, sorry, you got to go. We got to go.
no, that's cool, and that didn't bother me. I was just like, man, like I don't do much. Like I'm very content like you in that like I don't need people around to be content what I'm doing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna go take pictures, like I'm cool doing it by myself. Like I'd much like I love like if you picked it up, let's go take pictures. You know what I'm saying? Or like
Yeah.
if someone went with me, but I don't need that. Does that make sense? Like I don't need
You're self-sufficient.
right, which is great, but at the same time, like I don't have that.
Friend group.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I want that kind of because I'd like to have that ability to go out and kind of socialize or not go out and party and drink. Like that's not what I mean, but like
Just have a group of friends to hang out with.
yeah, even if it was 5 people, like I don't even know.
That 70s show it, man.
Yeah, I don't even know 5 people to fill it up with. Like I got you, James, my buddy Quinn sometimes, but he's like us. Kinda.
Yeah.
He's got a bigger group of friends, but he's got a girlfriend that kind of like runs the show kind of thing.
I gotcha.
So he's kind of in that boat of like, just not pick a fight. And,
Yeah,
you know,
I would just stay
so-
home and it'd be fine.
Right, like Emily's very much a social butterfly, so she's got like a million friends,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't know. I don't necessarily need that, but I would like to kind of have that. Even if it's just you and James,
Jim
you know what I'm
Bob,
saying?
you
Like,
know?
yeah, Jim Bob. No, but like I'm saying is like, it'd be cool, like, even if we're not potting or playing music, hey man, you want to go grab a beer? Hey man, you want to go not catch a movie because we can't fucking afford it, but like,
Yeah, no,
do you want to just hang out and drive over, you know, if I'm off work of a long day of teaching young minds?
no, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't bother me.
No, I know. I just feel bad when we have nothing to do because, like, yeah, you don't mind coming over and watching a movie, I guess, which is cool. I don't know. I feel like I have to entertain when people come over.
Really?
And it's stressful. I don't know.
Stressful.
Everything's stressful.
Gina's like, I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like you gotta be stressed all the time.
Dude, yeah, no kidding. Isn't that what life is? I don't know. Just when people come over, like, I want to have something to do or, like, something that when they leave, they're just not like, oh, God, you know. That was 2 hours wasted of my life.
No, I never feel that way.
Yeah, I know.
It's like an internal thing.
Yeah, I guess.
I understand that.
I don't know. And generally, I've always worked in customer service, and I see people all day, every day, repeating the same script over and over and over. So then, like, after the day is done, I really just want everybody to shut the hell up. and I just want to be like left alone for like a couple hours just to like reboot myself. But by then it's already like 9 o'clock, so I don't have time to do that. So I immediately go into doing other stuff, probably talking to people. I don't know. So it's like not anything personal. Like, yeah, dude, I want to hang out. But usually when I want to hang out, it's like because I want to pod or want to jam or I don't know. Never just like, hey man, you want to come over and watch a movie?
I get that.
Because Kelsey and I don't do anything and we just sit down and watch a lot of movies and just hang out. If I hang out with somebody, I generally like, let's go do something, like make an event out of it. I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I feel like I just rambled a lot, but
No. It makes sense.
okay. It's something that Kelsey and I have talked about a lot, you know, that we don't go out very much and we don't do a lot of things. But we're also not interested in drinking very much. Except for on New Year's, but
Yeah, I heard you got destroyed.
dude. Oh my god, I was probably at about a 9. I don't drink. I don't get drunk. It's just not something that I'm interested in.
Right.
You know? Like it's just never been something that appealed to me. I don't go to bars and get drunk. I don't go drink.
Right.
But it was New Year's, and one of my friends was one of his resolutions was to quit hard liquor after the first of the year. So he had a bottle of Jameson that he was supposed to split with somebody else. Well,
so in order to quit hard liquor, he downed a bottle of hard liquor?
No, he split it with me.
Oh, okay.
And the other guy didn't show up that he was supposed to split it with, and he's like, "Man, I need help. I can't drink this whole thing," because his girlfriend would have been mad, you know. Like you can't do that. There's a reason, you know, we're giving it up. And I did, and oh man, it was an adventure.
We went to the
Went to the Symphony.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really nice.
Yeah,
I've never been to that place.
the one in St. Louis.
Yeah, it was like the Symphony Hall or whatever it's called. Cool. Parking was fucking expensive. It was like $10.
Dude, always.
But we went in. We had really good seats. It was my Christmas present. We sat down. I don't know what it's called. It was like the stage, and then we had like 4 seats.
The orchestra
Sure.
seats or whatever.
Orchestra seats. Sounds great.
I don't know. Sounds great.
Anytime I've ever been, like, there's usually the pit.
Yeah.
Know? But there wasn't a pit because we're on a stage.
Yeah.
It's just the symphony. Well, it started as I thought it was a Disney show because woman told me it was a Disney show. It wasn't a Disney show. Then I thought there was, like, raffles.
Yeah.
There was no raffles. So then she told me it's 5 hours, and I was like, Jesus Christ,
wow.
5 hours with a symphony. That's a lot of symphony.
Well, that's a lot of symphony with your back, too.
Yeah, well, it turned out it was 2 hours. So I was like, okay, that's
not
manageable. So we go and walk around the whole thing, take pictures, which, first of all, pissed me off. She posts this picture on Instagram, right? It's this crappy taken photo on a phone that's like staggered upward. And we're just kind of standing there, and I'm holding the brochure, and it's horrendous, right? Like 2 gazillion likes on Instagram. Right, and then you have some photographer who takes some photo that's like clearly magical and like edited and super nice. And
Took
5
hours.
5.
Yeah.
Like just blows my mind. She's like, well, I have a lot of friends. I was like,
Apparently.
Oh, I guess.
Start posting my art.
yeah, done. So, start posting my art. No, so anyway, we saw, I'm not really sure what songs there were. They were all in not English, so
Yeah.
I'm very cultured. No, but I definitely enjoy the symphony. Dude, this girl with a violin slayed.
Really?
Oh my god. They're like, we have this special treat for you. Such and such from such and such school is going to come up and slay. And we're like,
And slay.
we're like, all right. So she like walks up and she's like in a ball, looks like a Belle from Disney movie, you know, walks up with her violin and standing there and has the pages in front of her. Emily's like, she's doing this all from memory. I'm like, fuck no, she's not. She's got the pages like right in front of her that she's staring at the whole time. And they play the song and they move all the chairs back and she just starts ripping, dude. Like, picture the best guitar solo you've ever heard. And guitar solos are cool, but they never usually like fit in a song. They're just kind of there.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's just like, and guitar solo.
Yeah, but this like moved with all the movement of the music, and like if she was like running up and down, I don't know if it's called a neck.
Yeah.
Violin, sure, neck. So up and down the neck, and then you know how like on a guitar you do like pinch harmonics, so like you do like tapping. Like she was doing, I guess, the equivalent of that. So she'd like bring the bow across and like pluck it with her finger, and then like do all these like weird things with it. And I looked at Emily, and I asked her, because in my eyes this is amazing, and she plays, so I was like, amazing, and she's like, yes, so amazing. Blah 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 blah. I was like, I don't care. Like,
just
I just
wait,
watch.
no,
like,
like tell me about it in a minute.
But she's like power stanced because she's in this dress, so you see like her back foot is like, looks like she's on a surfboard, you know?
Yeah.
And she's got this like look on her face. She's like, oh, I'm just drilling this solo.
just
you know?
wailing,
dude,
man.
just like slamming on it. And I was expecting this song to be 2 minutes of solo. It's not. It's like 6 minutes of solo. So this thing's moving, and she's just like slamming on this solo, and then it stops, and then it changes into like a beat, like movement, and like a time signature changes, and then she's like, you know, like peppering all over this thing, and oh my god! And part of it got sloppy. Like I could tell it got sloppy, so I'm sure anyone in there that was like good knew it got sloppy.
Yeah.
But she was still like,
it was sloppy compared to what she was doing, but it was still impressive.
right. So chair one is apparently God, right?
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
in the band, like
no, yeah,
seat one is like
that's what you want to be,
right? So he looked like he was Father Time, like so old, and you know he probably grew up with the first violin, you know, but
actually invented the violin.
right, but this girl is in high school, so I'm sure by the time she makes it there, she'll be unstoppable.
If they keep doing it.
But it was pretty cool. Why would you not? Like,
dude, I don't know. I see so many people quit things that they're so good at all the time.
But it makes me mad because we struggle bus so hard just to write anything worth merit. Like I would venture to say we were average at best at guitar, and wrote some okay songs. But we've known people, like when I went to college, they were just like off the page good at music.
So good. I envy that so much. Like I wish I was that caliber of a musician.
But I was just like, geez Louise, like super super good, right?
Yeah.
Destroyed.
All right, I guess next week we're gonna come back with part 2 for you. I don't know what we're talking about, but it'll be part 2 of whatever we were talking about.
Perfect. Have a good week.